In our last episode, we defended Railroad headquarters from a surprise Brotherhood attack. The Institute caught wind of an impending attack, which we learned from an ally synth at the Institute, and so we raced to the Railroad headquarters to save them in the nick of time, but not before Glory died in battle. After clearing the church, Desdemona told us that we couldn't waste any time. The Brotherhood is an immediate threat, and before they can attack again, the Railroad is planning to attack the Prydwen directly. Now, apparently, this was a plan that Tinker Tom and Desdemona had talked about in the past. It's Operation Red Glare. The details are fuzzy, but it involves getting a Vertibird. Desdemona told us that there's almost always one parked on the rooftop of the Cambridge police station. And since Tinker Tom is the only one who knows how to fly a Vertibird in the Railroad, he'll be joining us on this mission. We immediately left for Cambridge, but we wanted to do this mission in the dark of night. And so, waiting with Deacon in a nearby abandoned house, we could wait until nightfall and then move towards College Square. There, we find Tinker Tom waiting for us by a bus stop.
Man, how do you live up here? There is a million ways we could be monitored right now. By the Brotherhood or, you know.
Monitored? What do you mean?
The Institute's had hundreds of years to put advanced sensors, cameras, and other technology everywhere, man. That rock could be mic'd up. Hello, you bastards. Anyway.
Another one of your paranoid fantasies.
Come on, man. Maintain positive energy.
Relax, Tom. You'll be all right.
Right, the whole breathing in and out, okay?
About the mission, Tom.
The police station is crawling with Brotherhood guys. At least one in power armor. But as promised, they got a Vertibird on the roof. You really up for this?
I'm not quite ready yet.
All right. Let me know when you are.
Any other intel on the police station?
Expect turrets and reinforcements inside. That's all I got. This mission was thrown together fast.
Let's go. It's payback time.
Prepping that Vertibird for takeoff is gonna take me a few minutes. So first, we gotta clear the police station of hostiles. For glory.
For glory. Sounds a lot better than ad Victoriam. Heading that way, we indeed see the Vertibird on the rooftop of the Cambridge police station, and a number of Brotherhood initiates and soldiers milling around outside.
Tell your friends, you dead bastard.
Almost immediately, Knight Reese attacks us.
We won't get far.
But the railway rifle is devastating against enemies not in power armor. He goes down fast. Both Deacon and Tinker Tom race forward to help us with this assault, and we find multiple knights in power armor, including some on the rooftop by the Vertibird.
Winning, that is.
At this point, I think we've cleared it. The problem is that our Pip-Boy picks up one enemy signal on the compass. However, creeping forward, we don't see anyone else. This is a little annoying. We'll tackle this in a minute. But for now, it's time to loot the dead. Knight Reese doesn't have anything of interest on his inventory. Moving towards the garage, we see that it's closed, and we can't open it from the outside. So, once we loot the bodies around the defenses, we can climb the stairs and enter the Cambridge police station.
Bag of tricks.
And Dance isn't here. In his place is someone called Head Knight.
Insert something Shakespeare.
From the ceiling, we've got a machine gun turret, and it's annoyingly hiding behind this light fixture. We can't target it from distance. We've got to break cover in order to destroy it.
No mercy!
Let him! Whoa!
Moving into the barracks, we can loot some Radaway and purified water, and then conceal ourselves in this hallway to clear the initiates to the south.
Let him! Whoa! Let's see what I got in my bag of tricks.
Lost this
We
one.
made it! We did make it, right?
Moving into this room, we can take care of another machine gun turret and more scribes.
We got fun time incoming. Bane.
And then we can loot the dead. Behind the counter, we find the body of Scribe Halen. I don't remember killing her, but everything was a tad crazy. On her corpse, we can loot the Cambridge police station's safe key. The body of the head knight doesn't have anything of interest. Inside the Cambridge police station safe, we find a copy of Guns and Bullets. The wily mole rat, varmint, or tender delicacy. Bear-proofing your campsite, don't get caught by surprise. Ballistic weapons permanently do 5% critical damage. We need to get to the roof. So heading down the hallway to the north, we can take the staircase to the top, where we find a scribe. Not sure how he missed the fight. Rounding a corner, we can take care of a turret. And then at the top, open the door to the roof. Now, we cleared this roof from outside, so all we find up here are corpses. However, neither Tinker Tom nor Deacon trigger dialogue, and getting in the Vertibird does nothing because we haven't finished clearing the police station. This goes back to what I was saying earlier about that annoying red tick on our compass. There's one Brotherhood soldier still left alive. She's outside, but to get to her, we have to go back inside, take the staircase down past the cells, and open the door to the Cambridge police station motor pool.
Riddle! Whoa!
No!
And Tinker Tom kills her before we can even load in. This is annoying because it involves 2 loading screens to kill this person. But with that, we've cleared the Cambridge police station, so we can head back to the roof, whereupon we find that Tinker Tom is ready to talk.
Hey.
We got ourselves some wheels! Or wings, or whatever this is. Here's the deal. After flight prep, we take the Vertibird up to the Prydwen and dock. From the inside, the blip's vulnerable. To keep that baby afloat, it's got massive gas bags full of hydrogen.
Really? It's full of hydrogen?
Helium's rare as hell. Only gas light enough and plentiful enough is good old number 1 on the periodic table. Hydrogen.
If this is a suicide run, count me out.
No, man, these explosives are remote controlled. I won't set them off until we get to a safe distance. Look, the dangerous part is placing them on the gas bags in the first place. And getting out, that's all you.
And they'll just let us land?
There's no way they'd expect anybody to hijack one of their birds. And Deacon says he can talk his way past air traffic control. Whew. But I ain't gonna lie, your part is tricky. You gotta find a way to place these explosives on the gas bags. Then get back out.
Tell me about my role in this.
Your job is tricky. You gotta find a way to place these explosives on the gas bags. Then get the hell back to our Vertibird. Make it to a comfortable distance, then it's bye-bye Prydwen. Flight prep is going to take time. And the Brotherhood's not just going to give it to us. So if Paladins show up, keep them off me and the bird.
With that, Tinker Tom preps the Vertibird for flight.
So the manual said... right. Okay. Where's the master switch?
Man, we've got a Vertibird incoming.
Oil pressure, check.
But while he's doing that, another Vertibird arrives.
Oh shit, I'm going as fast as I can in here.
So we can see how a railway rifle fares against a Vertibird.
Fighting!
Oh, and it does surprisingly well. We take out the Vertibird before their knights can drop to the rooftop, and it crashes on the ground nearby. The explosion pretty much takes care of everyone on board. There are no survivors. With that, Tom has the Vertibird ready for flight, but we need to talk with Deacon before boarding.
First things first, I picked up some Brotherhood goodies for you. Merry Christmas. More importantly, though, Tinker's ready for us on the bird. Let's go.
Deacon gives us 500 bottle caps. We complete the quest Precipice of War. He gives us a randomly generated weapon, in my case a plasma rifle. We then begin Rocket's Red Glare, and he gives us some plasma grenades and ammunition. We can then board the Vertibird.
So, wheels up. So this yoke,
Des said you could fly this thing!
Sure. Read the manual cover to cover.
The manual?
Tinker Tom manages to get the thing airborne.
We're spinning! Spinning!
Oh, man. Hold it together. See? Just like falling off a log.
Dear God, we're dead.
And much like the flight we took with Dance back when the Prydwen first arrived, we make our way to their flying fortress.
Right. Final briefing time.
And the Brotherhood's just gonna fall for that?
And that's a bit of a glitch. The dialogue there didn't make any sense because a ton of dialogue got cut, making the rest of the flight rather quiet. I looked this one up, and apparently this bug triggers if we have Deacon as a companion before starting Operation Red Glare. And it's a really bad bug because his dialogue here is crucial to understanding the mission that's to follow. He essentially explains to us how we can infiltrate the Prydwen without going in guns blazing. I missed this conversation even in my very first playthrough, because I always had Deacon as a companion. So when I first completed the game years ago, I didn't even know there was a stealthy option. So reloading a save, we can start this flight again, but without Deacon as an active companion. And this time, Deacon's dialogue works.
Right. Final briefing time. Glory would have wanted us to go in guns blazing, but I'm thinking finesse. I got you this. If you're wearing the latest in the Brotherhood's fall fashion line, it might help you to place those bombs and get back in one piece.
And the Brotherhood's just gonna fall for that?
The Brotherhood is nothing if not arrogant. They'd never dream in a million years that an ex-farmer and a scaver could fly one of their birds. So if we look, walk, and if worse comes to worse, talk like an asshole with a superiority complex, we'll be fine. And even if we don't, hey, if it only buys you a little time, that's better than nothing. When we land, Tinker's gonna keep the Vertibird spooled for an immediate takeoff. And my job is to be Tom's lookout and make sure any looky-loos keep walking.
During that conversation, Deacon gave us a Brotherhood of Steel uniform, one of their orange jumpsuits. So if we want to infiltrate with stealth, we need to put this thing on as soon as we dock with the Prydwen.
Tom, we're getting closer to the blimp. Can you fly just a little straighter?
Deacon, man, I'm trying. If you want to give it a whirl, I won't stop.
No, you're doing great, Tom. Just keep her a little more steady.
Yeah, I got you.
Scabbard, this is Claymore requesting clearance.
Claymore, you're cleared for launch Bay 3. Deck officer is requesting an update on the police station.
Hostiles eliminated.
Scimitar status. Confirm.
Scimitar took some fire. Should be up and running in a few hours.
We have a visual on you, Claymore. Your docking port's not open.
Got some technical difficulties with the port thingy. Working on it. Tom?
Yeah, but which button is it? There?
Claymore, you're clear for approach.
Scimitar was the name of the Vertibird that we shot down. Deacon told them that it was undergoing repairs back at the police station to buy us some time. Tom swiftly approaches the Prydwen, and once in range, begins the docking procedure.
Remember, keep that Brotherhood uniform on. Otherwise, it's going to be the shortest infiltration in history.
Don't take too long in there. If anyone comes over here, I don't know if I can fool them. Good luck.
Now, of course, we could go in guns blazing, and that does slightly change the outcome. But first, we'll explore how this works if we don the Brotherhood of Steel uniform and try to blend in. As Deacon told us, he's going to be staying with Claymore to sweet-talk anybody who comes by, expressing a little bit too much curiosity. However, he doesn't stay in Claymore if he was an active companion before we boarded the Vertibird to fly to the Prydwen, which I think is a bit of a glitch. From a story perspective, he is supposed to stay here. I played through this part of the game multiple times to get all of the dialogue and outcomes possible, so sometimes you'll see him with me aboard the Prydwen, and sometimes he won't be there at all. With the uniform on, it appears to be working. The soldiers outside are not suspicious.
You lost? Maxim's address is being held on the command deck.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me doing 100 push-ups.
Heading inside, we can go to the room where Elder Maxon gave his presentation earlier. He's not here. Interesting they didn't update the soldier dialogue outside. Then we can go downstairs to the flight deck to see if Captain Kells is here. But he's not. Though we do find some Lancer Knights, if we try to talk to them.
Hey,
You came in on Claymore, right? The radio chatter from the police station had the tower worried. What happened anyway?
Talking with anyone aboard the Prydwen is a bad idea. We're supposed to get in and get out as fast as possible. If we do talk with them, we find a number of opportunities to blow our cover, but also a number of ways to salvage it. We could attack.
time to die.
What? Weapons ready!
Back before I met you, I'd go whole days without massacring a bunch of things. Honest.
But probably not the best idea. Instead, we can try to talk our way out of this. And this conversation is one of the most complicated dialogue trees I've ever seen in Fallout 4. Each of these choices leads to a completely different dialogue tree. A tree with options that we can either pass or fail. If we fail, she becomes suspicious, and we then have to pass or fail a suspicion dialogue tree. If we pass the previous tree, she has a follow-up question for us that we again can either pass or fail. It's Inception-level dialogue here. We could start by saying that it was a drill.
Nothing. The whole thing was a training drill. Can you believe it?
That's not like any drill I've ever been in.
If we choose the option no time for this or fail any of these charisma checks, she becomes suspicious. And the suspicion dialogue tree is the same for all of the three previous options. So right now, we'll cover the successes. If we succeed at any of these,
One of the head knights thought we were getting too complacent.
They just love keeping us on our toes, don't they?
The test was very realistic. They monitored everything, looking for mistakes.
Great. Like our jobs aren't hard enough.
The details of the drill are still under wraps. There'll be a full briefing tomorrow.
Thanks. Looking forward to hearing about it then.
she then asks us a follow-up question, a question that's shared with the successes of the other two stories that we can concoct. Another story we can come up with is to say that the railroad hit us.
The railroad launched some half-assed counterattack.
What? The railroad? They attacked the police station?
Again, if we choose the option no time for this or fail any of these charisma checks, she becomes suspicious of us and we reach the suspicion dialogue tree. But if we pass them,
That's what the others said. I was on patrol when it happened.
Well, I'm glad it turned out okay.
Just a couple snipers. The air support helped us find their position.
Those idiots don't know when they've been beat.
They mounted some sort of last-ditch assault. I think the railroad's gone.
That's a relief.
we again trigger her follow-up question. Or we could say that it was a raider ambush.
Some idiot raiders got a hold of a rocket launcher and were taking it for a joyride.
And you called in Scimitar to help with raiders?
Like with the other two, if we choose no time for this or fail any of these charisma checks, we go into the suspicion dialogue tree. But if we pass them,
No idea. I was surprised as anyone else when Scimitar flew in.
Someone's gonna answer for it. Calling in a strike on raiders? Sheesh.
One of our new recruits panicked. New guys, right?
I wouldn't want to be him. We've all been there, though.
There were a lot of them. The smart call was to bring in the cavalry.
Still, that's gotta hurt your pride, right? Your bird flew support on the railroad assault, right? How'd they beat us? Elder Maxon's furious.
we then get dumped into the follow-up dialogue tree where she asks us about the failed railroad op. This is the same dialogue tree we get to if we succeed with the other two stories. At this point, we could become impatient.
Can we do this later? I'm dead tired.
Not many people made it out of there. A lot of us are dying to know what happened.
This doesn't lead to violence, instead it unlocks a new red charisma check. But it doesn't lock us from any of the others. If we fail any of these charisma checks, we bust our disguise. The only way to get through this is to pass any of these 4 checks.
They had some Institute super weapons. Auto-locking with bullets that curved. The whole thing is hush-hush.
Got it. I won't tell anyone. We'll get them next time. Ad Victoriam, brother.
That wasn't their HQ. It was a trap. They blew the tunnels and killed a lot of good men.
Sneaky. We'll get them next time. Ad Victoriam, brother.
I didn't see anything. We dropped off our men and circled the area, and then we were told to come home.
So, you're as in the dark as the rest of us. We'll get him next time. Ad Victoriam, brother.
Buddy, I just pulled a double shift. I don't have time for this.
All right, I hear you. Rest easy.
With that, she walks off, and we maintain our disguise. But if we failed some of those earlier charisma checks, she becomes suspicious, and we get this dialogue.
I don't have time for this.
I know a lot of people on the Prydwen, but I can't say I remember you.
At this point, we could choose violence.
Shit, this isn't working. Time to die.
What?
Lock and load!
Dead bastard.
Not like this. No.
Which is less than ideal, and a fight breaks out if we fail any of these 3 remaining charisma checks.
No surprise there. I'm one of the new recruits from the Commonwealth.
Yeah, right! You're not one of us! Intruder! Ha!
But if we pass them,
No surprise there. I'm one of the new recruits from the Commonwealth.
Well, this is a heck of a welcome to the Brotherhood.
If I don't get a full report in pronto, we're both gonna be in trouble. Is that what you want?
Fine.
Your memory must be terrible then. I've been with the Brotherhood since we left the capital wasteland.
Sorry. Big ship, I guess. Sorry to hold you up. Report to Captain Kells for a full debrief. Ad Victoriam.
and we maintain our disguise. Easy to get lost in the woods here. We can now continue with our infiltration. We need to head to the ladder and climb it to the Prydwen main deck. On the main deck, we see Brotherhood walking around. We can try to talk to them.
We lost 2 squads to the railroad.
Looks like not every person we can talk to triggers a conversation.
So many soldiers killed and wounded. Things are not going well.
Excuse me.
Grim days for the Brotherhood.
No one came back from the railroad mission.
What? You looking at me? We severely underestimated the Commonwealth. You here to chew me out too?
We should just cleanse the entire Commonwealth.
So many damn setbacks. Keep your head down. Otherwise, you're the next scapegoat.
This science won't know what hit it!
I wish they'd move my lab to an area with natural light. My plants are starving.
Interestingly, we don't find Maxon anywhere. And we don't find Paladin Dance, which is weird because he wasn't at the Cambridge police station either. So we can climb the staircase up to the top level. But along the way, we bump into Proctor Quinlan.
I can't help but notice you're empty-handed. Please, tell me that Halen remembered to load my package on Claymore? Those technical documents may be exactly what we need to repair Liberty Prime. So you understand the urgency.
Talking to Quinlan triggers a new conversation that can get us in trouble. If we fail any of these charisma checks...
Sir, I wasn't on Claymore.
I know I saw you get off the Vertibird. Why are you... Intruder! Intruder!
For Elder Maxon!
However, if we pass them...
Sir, I wasn't on Claymore.
I saw you disembark myself. Don't try to shirk your responsibilities here. Where is my package?
No, sir, I really wasn't on Claymore.
Oh dear, the ravages of age and all. Carry on.
I'll bring you the package later, sir.
As soon as you can, or you'll have to answer to Elder Maxon.
Unloading cargo's not my job.
Maybe I'll send one of the squires then.
Halen didn't give us anything. Not our fault.
That's so unlike her. I'll just have to ask Kells to send another Vertibird then.
And we make it. Now, we could try to steer clear of anyone else, but on the other side of this platform, we see Captain Kells.
Now's not a good time to keep me waiting, and Claymore's hours overdue. Wait, why isn't Knight Owens handling this debrief?
And sure enough, talking with him gets us into trouble. Failing any of these charisma checks leads to, you guessed it.
Knight Owens was delayed. I took the initiative, sir.
Wait, you're not one of my men. Intruder!
However, passing them...
Knight Owens was delayed. I took the initiative, sir.
We need more of that. Initiative.
Sorry, sir. Won't happen again, sir.
See that it doesn't. And Owens? Where is he?
I don't know, sir.
I can't afford this sort of incompetence. Especially now.
We had some big problems at the police station. Owens. He didn't make it.
One disaster after the next.
The pilot ordered me to report to you. I didn't ask why.
Fine. If you had arrived when you were scheduled to, we could have handled the debrief right away. As is, I'll send someone for you when I can spare the time. Dismissed.
And Captain Kells walks off. At last, we can make our way up to the top catwalk that travels between the hydrogen-filled bladders. We need to plant the explosives on the red fire control gas valves attached to each bladder.
One down.
However, we see a scribe wandering these catwalks. It's hard to avoid him, and he walks right towards us.
Stop. This is a restricted section. You shouldn't be up here.
If we choose the violence option or fail any of the charisma checks...
Wrong place, wrong time, pal.
What?
However, if we pass them...
Damn it. I'm new here. There weren't any signs.
Idiot. Were you paying a lick of attention during training? No one's allowed near the gas bags except authorized personnel. If I see you here again, I'll have to call security.
I am a superior officer. I don't have to answer to the likes of you.
As you say, sir. But when my shift ends, I'm taking it up with my CO.
Just making a routine inspection. You know the drill.
An inspection? Nobody told me about an inspection.
Haven't you ever heard of a surprise inspection? Jesus.
My crew has kept the gas bags immaculate. If you don't believe me, go ahead and look. Asshole.
Someone's up for a promotion. Just need to see if everything's shipshape.
Seriously? Well, it's about time. You won't find a single thing out of order. Please, look for yourself.
With that, the scribe walks off. We manage to talk our way out of it, but even at this point, we can mess up. If we plant the explosive on the gas bag valve while he's too close to us...
Okay, one to go.
He and everyone aboard the Prydwen turns hostile. So we have to do this from stealth. Make sure we're hidden, and then plant the explosive.
Okay, one to go.
But this guy is a slow walker. We gotta keep our distance and keep hidden until we get close to the final valve.
Now to get out of here.
With that, we've placed all 3 explosives, and we can get out of here as quickly as possible. Down the ladder, we again don't find anyone waiting for us in the briefing room. We can head out to the flight deck and make our way to Claymore. Now, of course, I made a lot of mistakes there to show off all of the dialogue, but it's actually pretty easy to infiltrate the Prydwen without bumping into anyone. With the Brotherhood of Steel outfit equipped, we can drop down to the very bottom of the ship. There are a few people wandering around down here, but if we keep our distance and stay off the beaten path, we can head to the front of the ship and then take the stairs all the way to the top. This way we've avoided everyone. Now all we've got to do is avoid or eliminate the sole scribe wandering around this catwalk. And with a silenced deliverer, that makes things easy.
And we're shooting at what exactly?
We don't alert anyone. We can plant all 3 explosives.
Now to get out of here.
And then parkour our way out of here to achieve the same result in record time. But, as always, there's the violent option. If we don't wear the Brotherhood of Steel outfit, as soon as we disembark from Claymore, everyone who sees us turns hostile, and we have to eliminate them one by one.
How Wild West of you.
Huh?
Business model. We live to fight another day, and night, and day, etc., etc.
Then heading inside, we can take care of the Lancer Knights. Loot absolutely everything, and then take the ladder upstairs. However, on the main deck, it's much harder to maintain stealth without wearing the Brotherhood of Steel outfit. So we pretty much just have to go in guns blazing.
Die! Get the goddamn fight! Now!
With that, we kill everyone aboard the Prydwen, apart from the squires. Though, we're about to kill them in a moment. Choosing the violent option, I decided to have Deacon travel with me anyway, since our cover was blown from the beginning. Oddly enough, Deacon exhibited a strange glitch at this point. Not exactly sure how this happened. Maybe he got caught up on the walkways, but... yeah, looking good, Deacon buddy. Never change, my friend. We can now try to leave the Prydwen. However, after killing everyone on board, once we head down the ladder... we find Elder Maxon waiting for us. We're pinned. He opens a barrage of Gatling laser fire. He's got a knight in power armor shooting at us, and another knight with a missile launcher. If not for VATS, I don't know how we would get through this. But thankfully, with a combination of VATS and a railway rifle, we have enough time and power to survive.
Incoming.
Then, equipping a Gatling laser that we found earlier, we can load ourselves up with chems and deal with this final night.
Useful for us.
Well, I don't even know if blowing up the Prydwen is necessary now. Everyone on board is dead. And doing it this way lends us some valuable loot. On the body of Elder Maxon, as we discovered when we sided with the Institute, we find Maxon's battle coat. And Maxon's battle coat is an important piece of armor for a railroad playthrough because it does accept ballistic weave. And since it comes with armor on it already, this makes it one of the best pieces of armor outside of power armor that we can get. Additionally, we can loot Final Judgment, which is Elder Maxon's personal Gatling laser. Again, an item I covered when we sided with the Institute. No matter how we chose to plant the bombs, once outside, we need to get to Claymore. If we manage to sneak in and plant the bombs without getting detected,
Move, we're in.
Right on!
What's taking you so long?
There's a whole lot of mechanism for this. I'm going as fast as I can.
We seriously didn't raise an alarm? Tom, just to be safe, step on it.
Man, I'm trying!
The airport. One of Tinker's favorite salvaging spots.
Don't get too close to him. I can't believe we're actually getting away with this.
Yeah, I got it.
Deacon mentions that he can't believe we're getting away with it, and we fly away unscathed. However, if we chose to do this the glory way...
Move, we're in.
Right on!
What's taking you so long?
There's a whole lot of mechanism for this.
Hostiles on the ground. Kick into gear, Tom.
Upon undocking from the Prydwen, everyone at the airport opens fire at us. We've got a Gatling gun here, we can try to kill them, but this makes our escape a bit more complicated.
Why didn't I think of this? All right. Just got to get to a safe distance. More distance, please!
You're still alive.
Either way, once we get far enough away...
We're out of the blast range now. Here goes nothing. Shit!
Whoa. Now that's a hell of a thing.
Rest easy, Glory. I need a drink.
The Prydwen goes down. And with that, we remove the Brotherhood of Steel as a factor in the Commonwealth.
Everyone get off. I gotta find someplace to stash this beast.
See you back at the beach.
He's gonna meet us back at HQ. But I'm completely out of time. We'll check in with Desdemona and see what the next step is in my next episode. I publish new Fallout episodes each and every week on my channel, so if you don't want to miss the next one, be sure to subscribe and to click that bell notification button. If you have already, but you still feel like you're missing out on YouTube notifications, consider following me on Twitter at Oxhorn. I update Twitter manually with every new piece of content that I publish. I've got a brand new plushie for sale. This plushie's inventory is limited. Once I sell out, they're gone forever. So if you don't want to miss out on this one-of-a-kind limited edition Oxhorn plushie, snag yours today. I've also got a shirt shop with completely unique designs that you can't find anywhere else. My designs come on shirts in a variety of men's, women's, and children's sizes, and in a wide array of colors. You can find them on other products as well, like smartphone cases, pillows, posters, mugs, stickers, prints, etc. So if interested, you can find a link to my shop in the description below, or you can click here. If you like what I do and you want to support me in another way, consider becoming a patron on Patreon or a member here on YouTube. YouTube members get little badges that appear next to their names in the comment sections of my videos, and they gain access to Ox emojis that they can use in my video comments and in the live chats of my live streams. But more than anything, I'm just so glad you're here watching this video with me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with the next episode in the full story of the Railroad.